Before taking this job, I was really uncertain what any career in political science would look like besides being a teacher or something like that. Or people always say a politician or a lawyer, and I didn't really see myself doing anything like that. But stuff like this, I feel like I can easier see. As well as just being able to learn how to do certain skills like putting on a forum, talking at an info booth, writing reports, which is very helpful.
I feel like it's allowing me to like develop these skills I've been working on for my undergrad even further. It's pushed me academically in a lot of ways. I've never had to like focus as much about like what I'm writing and like the specific words as I've had to do with some of the reports that I'm writing through this. I also, since I've had the opportunity to be the lead fellow, I've gotten to learn a lot about leadership and just how I work with people, and it's blessed me. Like, I feel like I'm going to take that into my career one day, and I'll take what I learned academically and with working with other people and like use that in grad school and like careers down the road.
I've planned the 2 info booths and put that together just outside of the Aloha Center to kind of raise awareness for the club or the initiative, and then I'm planning the current events forum right now with Thomas, so we're working on getting all that put together. I think the students have been really receptive of it. They've been super interested in the kind of things that we have to offer and kind of wanting to take part in those conversations that we're going to be talking about and just find out more about, religious freedom, human dignity, kind of how it can apply to them. And a lot of people that we've talked about have had really cool examples from their home countries, like people from Pakistan, people from India, or from, I think there were some people talking about stuff from India. Yeah, they were like super interested in how it kind of applied to them, and they had examples of different religious freedom issues and things with human dignity back home, and then being able to learn about that here, maybe take it back when they return home is just super cool.
I guess in accordance with my heritage, my background, my experiences, its importance is huge. I guess this last month or so, I've dived deeper into my heritage. I've reached out to enrollment programs for my tribe, really finding lost records, things like that, of family members, and that's really special because there's I guess kind of a boundary of cultural belief or traditional belief and Christian belief between Native American and the church. And the thing about religious freedom is that doesn't have to be a boundary. You can still believe what you want. And that brings in a special relationship of belief and action that we've talked about previously before. But what I decide to do with my beliefs really is what will define the future for my legacy or my descendants. Just as I've been in this process finding tribal heritage and ancestral heritages come down, they've made these decisions too. They've followed a belief. They kept cultural tradition, they switched to a Christian belief or whatever that has been, and it's really paved the way now to my point, and I get to be a part of that, carry that on. And I think that's a huge part of that purpose that religious freedom, human dignity brings. It's multi-generational. It's a phenomenon that these protections, these freedoms that we have don't just affect us now, but it prepares the world for what comes next.
And I really love being able to work on a team, and I think this is the first job that I've had that was really project-oriented. Before it was just pretty routine, whatever I did at my job, sit at the desk, check in people, rent out equipment or whatever. But now we have things that we're working for, and when you look back, you can see stuff we've accomplished, which is interesting and really cool, and kind of fulfills that I'm doing something with my job that affects other people, and it's great. And I think that's something that's been really cool, and just working with all these cool people.
The impact I want to leave is really enlighten people. I guess kind of like the Meaningful Life class, open my eyes a little bit to these concepts they don't just allow us to free think in our religious beliefs or not, but they kind of let us be, I guess, free as humans.
Thank you so much for giving us an opportunity to better ourselves and to share the light that we have to other people.
Thank you so much for the opportunity that we've had to work on this initiative. I've learned so much about myself, about religious freedom and human dignity, and I'm so excited to share that with the rest of BYU-Hawaii.
Starting with the initiative, and I guess once I get to the end, what is the impact that I want to leave, is really bringing into perspective for others around me and on campus and in the community that we're working with how real these concepts can be in their life. They can not just research them, come to events and learn about them, but they can apply them and respect their space better and respect the space of others, similar to my own process of internally receiving these concepts, researching them, and I find I myself am respecting more the religious freedoms of others, their right to believe and understand, and be patient not just with myself but with others in that, and respect their dignity, those innate rights that they have to find their purpose, to go about how they want to go about in their life, how they find flourishment for themselves. So that's the impact I want to leave, is, I guess, summed up as a mutual respect for all people in diversity, between beliefs and whatever makes them different.